Morning, we've left Cookstown, we've come through Moneymore, we are up at Ard Boe. This is Ardboe High Cross. Dates from the 9th, between the 9th and the 10th century. This is a high cross. It's one of the best examples of a high cross anywhere. And, oh dear, you can see it's got panelling here. The cross has suffered a bit of natural erosion, obviously. This is what would be known as a Celtic cross. I'll try and get some of the panelling in for you. It's indistinct, it's weathered, but you can make out some of it. And obviously this acted like a stained glass window. It told a story, painted a picture. Obviously biblical figures all commemorated here, or local ecclesiastical figures. I'm not too sure. And the whole lot of it is has got these figures right round it, and it's difficult just to make out. But I'm sure somebody has done an investigation of it. I'm just going to the notice board, and it'll maybe tell us more. Yeah. Right. This cross stands in an area of the early monastery of Ard Boe, associated with St Colman, Ed. This cross stands in the area of the early monastery of Ard Boe, associated with St Colman, Ed, who probably lived in the 6th century. Little is known of the site's history until the 12th century. In 1103, your man, a scholar of Ard Boe, master of learning, liberty and poetry, died, and in 1166 the site was burned. The medieval parish church stood on or near the monastery site and is represented by the ruin of the graveyard. The cross is the finest of the Ulster group of figure carved crosses, and one of the finest in Ireland, despite its damaged head and the weathering of the sandstone. It is unusually tall, with an open ringed head and a distinctive collar on the shaft, where two pieces of stone join. The figure carving shows a rich scheme of biblical scenes within the edge mouldings. And I'll let you read down that for yourself. I hope you can read that. I'm sure somebody has put it online. Crosses in early Christian Ireland served many purposes. They marked memorial events, commemorated people, delineated boundaries or areas of sanctuary, stood at the wayside and served as a focus for preaching, prayer, penance, confession or sealing agreements. Their scenes could be read on many levels. They were pictures in stone. That's what I was getting at with the stained glass window remark, telling the Bible story from creation through to the Old Testament and New Testament, fall and judgment and all. Many of the Ard Boe scenes are found on other Ulster crosses. Isn't that interesting? For example, Armagh, Donegal, Camas and Clonus. The crosses, here's interesting, testify to a high level of monastic scholarship and craftsmanship in stone. The Ulster group including the Ard Boe cross, probably date from the 10th century. This monument is in the care of the Historic Monuments and Building branch of the Department of the Environment. There's some of the figures featured on the Ardboe High Cross. And that's Lough Neagh. And out to the left, on up the shoreline, is Port Glenone. And let's see what the old graveyard says. Oh, it just lists them all. And there's some large crosses in here too. Some high crosses in here as well. And what at the entrance there, 227. Oh, I don't know. I'm not gonna. This is the St Colmans Cross Graveyard Ard Boe, and I would need a couple of hours to study this, but I haven't got a couple of hours and it's raining. So let's go in and have a wee Jeff Duke. And now some of these graves aren't that old, you know. 1946, 1918. I thought they would have been older with those high crosses. And let's go up to the old wall. This is a nice spot to be buried overlooking the water, isn't it?